There are a lot of genuine causes in the world that you guys can fight for. You can fight for human rights, animal rights, environmental safety, all sorts of noble causes. But behind all of these noble causes, there are some real bad actors trying to make the fight of those noble causes to look like something only lunatics do. We have a phrase for this. It's called a false flag, a setup, stitch up, etc. And that's where Just Stop Oil comes in. Now, why am I talking about Just Stop Oil? Well, maybe because they decided to invade the one space that I care about, and that is video games. Specifically, they are invading the British game Expo EGX. Recently, Just Stop Oil decides to invade EGX by going into their Tekken 7 tournament and spraying orange paint at their monitors. Why? I guess they're not a fan of Tekken. So yeah, they just come in and spraying all these orange paints with a freaking water pistol. I mean, what a great way to show to everyone that you're the kinds of people that we should take seriously. Shooting water pistols and spraying monitors. What a great way to destroy properties, people. How very mature of you. If that's the kind of tactic that they're pulling, I think a mace to the face would be appropriate too.
We are Just Stop Oil, and we are demanding that the UK government immediately cease all new licensing for coal, oil and gas.
So let me get this straight. You want to protest the government for using oil, and the best way for you to do that is to invade a video game tournament at an expo. I'm sure the government will just listen to your demands when you just disrupt other people's fun. I'm sure the people whose fun you're disrupting are gonna sympathize with you and your concerns. Let's go back to my tinfoil hat conspiracy. I think Just Stop Oil is a false flag movement, and the reason why they do all of this is so that people look at these activists protesting oil and think like, oh wow, those people are crazy. I don't want to be like them, and just to spite them, I'm gonna continue using oil products. That's the point, guys. These guys are funded by Big Oil, no really they are, so that you guys can hate them out of spite just to purchase more oil and make the anti-oil movement look bad. Wanting the environment to be better is a noble cause, but the best way to completely discredit their movement is to make these environmentalists look like a bunch of lunatics. That's why Just Stop Oil has done all sorts of crazy stuff that got them a lot of flack from any reasonable person. These are the ones that I found by just a simple search of their organization. Now let's get into why they actually want to do this garbage. This isn't a game. Well, sorry to say this, JSO, but that particular venue that you just invaded are playing what appears to be just a game. It's called Tekken 7, which was released back in 2015 for the arcades and 2017 for the home consoles, and has been the top dog on 3D fighting games for years, with the upcoming game Tekken 8 coming up probably next year. So yeah, this is just a game. Your cause is not. So stop treating it as such, and stop disrupting people's games and spraying water pistols. They are demanding UK government halts all new oil and gas projects and are calling on gamers to march with Just Stop Oil in London this November. Yeah, after all this stunt that you pulled, no thanks. I'd rather be sitting at my home playing video games that consume so much dangerous oil than whatever you guys are doing. Don't you just love that your stupid ass movement made me want to destroy the environment even more? It's almost as if it's intended to be that way, to get these big oil companies more profit or something. Today at 15:48 p.m., cosplaying as Ghostbusters. Whoa, hold on a second.
No.
15:48 p.m. Ghostbusters?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
You might want to check on your knowledge on time formats and how actual Ghostbusters look. It's almost as if this organization is designed to make us angry at environmentalists or something. It's almost as if it's intended to make environmentalists look like a bunch of lunatics or something. All of these noble causes that propose actual change to the world, absolutely tainted by the worst individuals and organizations out there. And I think they're all done by design. It's all intentional. Or we can also dive into the other possibility, which is that these people are a bunch of morons who have no idea how to protest, especially protest in a way where you don't get arrested. Yeah, maybe don't ruin other people's hobbies and vandalize other people's properties, you morons. And that's for the first hoopla. Sorry for the lack of videos, I'll be sure to post quite a lot this week. If you want to see more of these hooplas, don't forget to check out the ABB Show channel, link down below, go subscribe. And as always, huge thanks to all these wonderful supporters, you guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these awesome people, then check out the links down below, just $1 and you will see your names among these legends. Seriously, thank you so much. And now, time for the next hoopla. There are many reasons why I sail the 7 seas, the digital 7 seas that is. And like the actual 7 seas, it requires a lot of discretion. It's certainly not the most convenient and easiest place to navigate. There are lots of guides that you will have to follow. You can start with the Our Piracy Mega Thread, which is an awesome go-to guide for your piracy needs and other useful stuff too. But yeah, it's not always smooth sailing, and even my ship got hit a couple of times. And that's why people chose the streaming services. The convenience factor is simply unbeatable for a lot of people. And hey, as a pirate, I totally get it. I have YouTube Premium that I use to go through all the ads. I can use ad blockers and custom apps and DNS providers which will block them out for me, but it's a lot of hoops that get updated constantly. That is just a hassle to me in my opinion. These hoops are getting more and more intense as time goes on. It even goes to actual threats. I mean, geez, YouTube, chill out with these warnings. Do you know why people hate your ads, YouTube? Because your ads go against terms of service, especially the ones that are about blocking ads.
Oh, the irony! It's too much!
Point is, I get why people chose the convenient option. However, there is a price for convenience, and the price for convenience is slowly but surely increasing. Take for example Netflix, who decides to increase their prices but only to the UK, US, and France regions. So I guess Netflix hates the people in those regions in particular. Disney Plus is also increasing their prices, and I have no doubts that YouTube Premium is going to increase as well, and I'll have to deal with it as time goes on. But what if the subscription prices not only cost your money but also cost your data? I just realized that sounds like a segue to a VPN ad, but no. Introducing Crunchyroll, who has been really on the nerves of plenty of anime fans out there, and they are certainly on the nerves of a lot of anime fans for selling out customer data to Facebook. Allegedly. Sony and Crunchyroll have reached a settlement that makes anyone in the US who paid for their services eligible for an approximately $30 refund, which you can file before December 12, 2023. Pretty wild if you ask me. And here's a discourse that is similar to the Android versus iOS discussion back then. What if your significant other wants to watch something on Netflix and you are a filthy sailor of the 7 seas? Thankfully, my significant other is also a fellow sailor of the 7 seas. She just does it a little differently. But if you're not so lucky, then you're gonna have to deal with this very funny 4chan thread. So there's this 4chan thread talking about a guy who brings his date to his apartment. He then pulls out his 14TB hard drive, which contains all sorts of movies and TV shows, anime, and all sorts of stuff. She then asks the question, "Don't you have Netflix?" And then Anand answers, "No, why would I waste money on that?"
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Pretty base response if you ask me, especially when this date of yours seems to be a gold digger for your Netflix account. She then pulled out her phone and was texting furiously for some reason, and then the date in question lies to Anand and said, "Hey, sorry Anand, I got a night shift." She left him there. It's been 2 weeks and he has never heard from her since. The Anand asks, "What is wrong with women?" Well, some of them are gold diggers, Anand, and the gold that they're digging is your Netflix subscription. That is an old post from 2021. I'm showing that part to show you someone else's post from recently that is incredibly stupid. She's repulsed by the level of effort to avoid paying $15, which smells like brokenness or autism or broke autism. Wow, I see you have something against people who are broke, autistic, and especially people who are broke and autistic. Sounds like rich privilege and able privilege to me.
What is your problem, you insensitive asshole?
No, for real though, how the hell can you make the connection between piracy and autism? Just because people are skilled at their work doesn't mean they are autistic. The problem isn't owning the movie, it's the use of torrents, which everyone knows only the most autistic use. You mean the most computer literate people use. Someone being computer literate does not mean autism. My first girlfriend is autistic and broke, and she's not computer literate either. Even if you don't want to pay for movies, it's easier to stream them on shady websites than torrent them, and the girl will respect your outlaw spirit. Well, it is undeniable that it's easier to stream a lot of copyrighted content through the pirate websites, but that's only if the internet is running, and it's running well. You might also do this because you have forbidden kino that you can't find on Netflix, or because you don't trust Netflix. There are lots of kinos that you cannot find on Netflix. That does not make them forbidden. And also, yes, we do hate Netflix. Outing yourself as a weird ideology guy means she's gotta figure out just how weird your ideology is, which is stressful and time-consuming. There's nothing weird about our ideology. We just want to save money by doing things that 99% of people would pay money for. That, ladies and gentlemen, is one example in why knowledge is more valuable than money. That being said, I do agree that if you are that weird ideology guy, it can be stressful for your partner to figure out if that ideology is bonkers or not. Especially that guy who believes about the frogs being turned gay.
They're putting stuff in the water to make the frogs gay.
Yeah, people would rather not open their legs for that guy.
I'm kind of retarded.
Being self-aware and able to convincingly act normal early on shows that you're willing and able to make that discovery process easier for her and her friends and her mom, etc. If we are talking in the context of dating, sure, but the way I see it, that chick over there wants to dig your Netflix subscription for free, and it doesn't seem like she's gonna pay you back, not even with her legs open. You have all outed yourselves as autistic, and you don't even realize it. I will stay streaming. Excuse me, sir, you seem to have a problem with autistic people that you'd have to paint them in a bad light just to make your point. If you want to hate pirates, that's one thing, but I think you are quite the jackass when you're using broke and autistic as a negative.
I'm sorry, do you have any fucking idea how rude that was?
And that's all for the video today. If you like this video, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.